school's out. The summertime is just about gone.
Howdy folks, Captain Medlin here from East Coast Sports on Topsail Island. The fishing has really kicked off, guys. Spring fishing is here, and it has been amazing. The bonita bite has been off the chain this week. We went out Wednesday, had a great morning. Here's a picture of Charlie's first big boy all by himself bonita. Here's a nice picture of Mommy with a nice bonita. Here's Papa, or Doug Medlin. You might recognize him for being the OG angler with the grandkids, with a nice bonita as well. Here's 4-year-old Kaya fighting a bonita just as hard as she could, but she kind of had to pass off to brother for just a little bit. Of course, here's the end of the day's catch, so you guys can take a look at that. We weren't the only ones. There's a lot of people out there, had a great time, caught a lot of fish. Here's a picture of Scott Erickson with a nice bonita that they got that day. I think they ended up with 9 or 10, something like that. Don't be fooled, these fish are good to eat. We ate some as sushi, we ate some grilled. Just an all-around great fish, great fight, good to catch. There's not much I can say about them. Diamond jigs are probably one of your best bets to go for them. Trolling Yozuri plugs, great way to go. I've got a great how-to video on our website. If you want to go and take a look at that, that gives you a really in-depth how to fish for the bonita. And from that, we're going to go inshore, and we got Alan J. Breadman here on a charter, one of his clients with a nice red drum. They also had a great gigging trip, and here's some nice pictures from that. If you're looking for a gigging trip, Alan J. is a good one to go with. We also got Jody Lang here. He's been on the Reds pretty good. And we've got Ricky Kellum, Speckle Specialist. I bet this lady had a nice time with these two trout right here. I'm sure they put up a good fight. And here's another gentleman on one of his trips with a nice trout that they caught. The offshore bite has not been bad. Not really a whole lot in the middle, except for some grouper. Around 15 miles or so. They've been doing real good on the grouper since it's opened on May 1st. The barefoot jigs, the Roscoe jigs, all a great way to go for grouper. We got Captain Ike here with a nice mess of blues and Spanish that they got. We got John and Becky with their first trip offshore for the year with a great catch of Spanish and bluefish. Taylor Purdue, one of our premier offshore guys, he went out. They had a great day catching blackfin, mahi-mahi, wahoo. You can certainly tell that they had a big time that day, and definitely some good eats there. From offshore, we're going to go to the piers. The piers have been catching lots of good-sized black drum. Some nice pompano have moved in. The bluefish bite's been good in the morning with gotcha plugs. They're also starting to catch a few Spanish here and there. It hasn't been great just yet, but I suspect this week with a little bit of warmer weather, the Spanish bite should really turn on. We'll go to Seaview Pier. Here's Brian with a nice black drum. And here is William and Geneva with a nice mullet and a nice pompano off of Seaview Pier. We'll go to Surf City Pier here, and we have Patrick with a nice black drum, and Miss Ola with a beautiful pompano that you caught. We'll also go to Jolly Roger Pier. Here's John Poston with a nice 5.2 pound Spanish. Probably one of the first Spanish of the year, but man, that's a nice fish. Surf action has been a little bit slower than the piers have. The fish haven't quite moved up onto the beach yet. You can catch some nice sea mullet and black drum off the surf if you really pound on it. Here's Donnie, Linda, and Wyatt. I'm not sure which is Donnie and which is Wyatt, but here's a nice black drum that they caught. And a incidental catch, but fun to look at. Here's a nice horseshoe crab. Wyatt or Donnie certainly exploring the sea there to find a nice horseshoe crab. And they also caught a nice flounder off the surf. I will say that the mullet are holding a little bit further off of the surf, so you need to get a good cast. If you can wade out in the cooler water and get your cast a little bit further out there, you can certainly catch some nice sea mullet. They've been hitting shrimp, and if you can find them, sand fleas are a good way to go, but the sand fleas are still a little bit hard to catch. But guys, the bonita are still out there. It's a great time to come on down for some near shore fishing. There's been plenty of Spanish mackerel around too, especially when you get out there, some good sized Spanish. So it's a good time to come down. Come on, check us out here at East Coast Sports. We got a lot of great stuff in stock. We got these new Calcutta shirts in. They got a SPF of 50, antimicrobial, anti-stain resistant. They're super light, well vented. It is a great way to get out there and keep cool. In addition to that, we got some great Salt Life sunglasses in. A lot of great new stuff upstairs. We got the Billy Bay Halo shad in stock, 1/8 ounce and 1/4 ounce. You guys can come on in and check those out. So thanks a lot for listening to my fishing report. Come on down to Topsail Island. Hope to see you soon.
All along the coast. Talk about fishing, you can't give the fish away. Everybody's lucky. October and the moon is coming, but the clouds won't give up the ghost. Oh, let the good weather hold one more day. Let the good weather hold. Let the good weather